I'm about to say something nice about Star Trek Discovery, so prepare as you will. Here we go. I hate Star Trek Discovery so much it's actually reignited my love for proper Star Trek. And because of this, at Christmas, I got a shit ton of Star Trek things. Pretty much everybody bought me Star Trek things. Rebecca absolutely won that out by buying me lovely Haynes manuals about the Enterprise and stuff. And also these. This is from the official Starships Collection by Eagle Moss. This was a magazine that ran fortnightly, but you can sort of buy the ones you like off of their website when they're in stock, and they're not in stock for very long, as far as I can tell. And I think they're like £10 or £11 each, and it comes with like a little 20-page booklet on how we designed the art of this ship and stuff, which is very nice. But these are beautiful figures. Beautiful? Yes, beautiful. The word beautiful just doesn't cut how fucking lovely these are. They're really nicely done. They're metal with plasticky bits in the nacelles, so the nacelles catch the light lovely, which I think is a beautiful thing. Absolutely beautiful thing. I mean, look at this, just gorgeous. The one problem, and we'll get through this now, this one doesn't have it, because I think this was probably episode 1, issue 1, is the stand's a bit flimsy. It comes in 3 parts. You get the ship, and then that bit, and then the base. This connecting into here, I'm going to have to glue on some of them because it's just so weak. And sometimes this bit up here isn't very good. And this one, it's nice because it's like got a little divot for it to sit in, but on some of them it has some serious problems, so watch out for that. You may have to fix your stands. But I mean, the model itself is just... Let's zoom in to show you just the level of detail that they're doing here. Oh, hang on, I've fucking zoomed too far in for the camera. Yeah, I mean, that's teeny tiny text. Well, for my eyes, it's teeny tiny text anyway. But they've done a really good print job on this whole thing. The whole thing's beautiful. I mean, I'm not like the sort of super uber nerd who will know every single detail and if it's perfect, but that looks perfect to me. That looks movie perfect, looks, TV perfect. In this little bumpy bit here, that kind of, I see that and I go, yeah, that is exactly what that ship looks like. I can't see an angle where I'm like, oh no, that's wrong. I feel like they've done a really good job. Super love this. Super love these things. And I hope you like them too, because I've gone off for 2 videos worth. And also more coming, but I'm going to open them slowly as diet bribes, because I like to bribe myself and every 2 weeks open something when I do while I'm dying. Because I like carrots, not sticks. That's why I'm fat. Here's the Defiant! This is a really nice one. It's really hard to get nice models of the Defiant. This bit here, it seems slightly loose. It seems like it's separate. I don't entirely know why. Maybe it comes off and flies around. Probably doesn't. Yeah, it's really hard to get nice models of the Defiant, but this is a very nice model of the Defiant, which looks very nice when you capture it. Just straight on, or on its side, or underneath. This banner here says it's the USS Defiant, NX74205. I had literally no idea that was its number. But there we go. Yes, and you can see that it's a lovely little thing. Yeah. It's a lovely little ship. Over there you go. Sorry about that little bump. What should we look at next? Let's have a look. I think this one actually came with the Defiant. Voyager. Na, 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 Voyager. These bits don't move up, but that's okay because it's a metal figure and I wouldn't expect them to. Might as well just take off the stand, mightn't we? Yeah, this Voyager. I kind of like Voyager as a ship design. I like that there's something just, I don't know. I dig it. Over the years, I genuinely soften on the design of Voyager. I like the nacelles going chunk. It's not quite as iconic as the Enterprise D, but I think that is it's a beauty of a ship in the end. It's a bit fat and whaley. It's the fat saucer that I think is what's taken me long to get used to it. Maybe it would look nicer if it flew upside down. No. Absolutely not. Let's put you back on that. Oh, I like the detailing on the back, on the cargo bay, that little embedded bit is quite nice. Alright, slot you in there like that. Careful. Being very careful. What should we go for next? Let's go for... Okay, so this one, not what you may first think. This is the Iss Enterprise. Let's take it off the stand. This is the Iss Enterprise from the Mirror Universe. Because, yeah, it's cute. It's got the little spikes on the thing. Ow. I just like the Mirror Universe stuff. I think it's stupid. I'm not hugely into this ship. It's really front heavy. Jesus Christ. Balance it there. Oh, actually, the balance point is sort of there, so that's nice to know. I was never into the original, this ship. I never caught my imagination at all. Because it kind of just looks, I don't like how flat the top is. I mean, with, you know, with anything, any of them, there's windows and all that sort of shit, and this kind of just feels like, how are people looking out of this thing? There was never enough in the whole detail thing. Oh god, you're not going to go back in there properly, are you? Okay, well done. So again, as a kid, original Star Trek, I never super cared for it. But I do like, the Mirror University versions. It kind of, I never really liked original Star Trek very much. I just find it a bit camp and a bit. I feel like everything from Next Generation to Enterprise. Well, Next Generation to Enterprise is good shit, and that's the shit that I care about. But I think, I don't know, getting a Mirror Universe one's fun. It's a bit silly. So it's that very silly era Trek. What should we do now? What should we do now? What should we do now? Let's go for something a little bit different. Actually, probably would have been best to go for the other one, because I think it's just gone for the main characters. But it's fallen off the stand, so we'll do this one first. This is... Motherfucker. This is one of my favourite alien designs in Star Trek. This is the Romulan Warbird. It is a Warbird, isn't it? Oh god, tell me stand. See, that bit fell off as well. Tell me! Yeah, it's Romulan Warbird. I panicked that I didn't know what it was, because the stand collapsed, and I felt like my life was collapsing. Yeah, here's the Romulan Warbird. A fucking insanely huge ship. They've really captured the amount of fucking windows on the front of this thing really nicely. I mean, that is really, really nicely done. I always like this one. To me, always looked like the skyscraper. You know, always just looked like it was so big and busy with that hollow section. What the hell was the hollow section for? Probably warp fields. It's always warp fields. And then it's got a nice arse in it. Whoa, fucking I dropped it. And then it's got some more windows and stuff at the back. Super lovely little ship, that. Absolutely love the Warbird. Sure. And I can't talk about alien ships. Hang on a second. You get back in there. See, this is the problem that I'm having, because you don't fit on there, you fit on this bit here. You don't actually fit on there properly, you kind of pop out, so be careful. Gonna try and put you up here. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. There we go. Can't mention alien ships. Well, a visit from the Bird of Prey. Klingon Bird of Prey specifically. This one's beautifully done. I mean, it's just, oh god, it's all so gorgeous. It's all so gorgeous and detailed and lovely. Looks like a stained glass window. It's a delightful looking ship. Hello, I'm shooting you. With its wings in the thingy position. Look at the colouring under there, Christ. How are you attached? Just on there like that. I mean, that is some beautiful levels of colouring. I absolutely love that thing. Let's put you in there like that. I'm going to host you up on the side. Good luck. How many is that? 6. Oh, I think I got... Oh, actually, shit. I left one over there. Oh, come here, you. Stretch, 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 stretch. There we go. We'll do this one next. This is the Excelsior. Yes, this is the Excelsior. Did this one because, if I'm right, I got this one with Defiant and Voyager. This was a set. So this is what this is the same model as the Enterprise B. God knows what it was called. I can't remember now. It's a cute little thing. We'll pull you out of there. I like that very weak neck attachment. I like, because of the black lines going across it, it looks like it's almost hydraulic, like this front bit could like nod. Or if it was Discovery, it would go whee and then fuck off. If only. I recently saw the video of that warp. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, you'll probably carry on sleeping tonight. So here is the USS Excelsior. It's just a nice view of it that I went to capture. God, I love this ship. I love these ships. They're so beautiful. We'll do one more for this video. And then... Oh, wait, hang on. Where did you connect on the front? On the saucer. Probably this saucer. I'm going to say the saucer because that seemed to connect you nicely. And finally, a ship I don't think I've actually got any other model versions of. It's the NX-01 Enterprise. From Enterprise, the slightly controversial Star Trek, which I get quite partial to. On my rewatching now, I'm kind of thinking, you know what, this isn't terrible. I mean, because I've gone through J.J. Abrams' fucking universe, so I'm like, this is the best Star Trek I've ever seen. This is a really nice model of it. It really brings that sort of like, this was what we built first. It looks more metal than the other ones as well. It doesn't look like it's treated as much. It just looks... It's Diddy. I mean, you'll notice that the scales are completely off. This thing's fucking tiny compared to the D, but I'm okay with that. I think it's just a beautiful little ship. Oh god, I love the nacelles on this one as well. I think the little rounded blobs of nacelle are my favourite thing about that ship. Or is it the way that it attaches? I don't know. I think it's a cool ship. The old Exile Enterprise. It's a beautiful fucking thing. It's a really beautiful fucking thing. Anyway, and it clips on in there. That little gap, there's a little gap there that it clips into, which it seems to pop out of at an alarming rate. But not as much as the Romulan Warbird. Come on, get in the, there we go, well done. Okay. So yeah, that's the first episode on the Eagle Moss slot. Coming soon! Way fucking more of that!